Boom! What's up, Funnel Boss Academy Launchpad? My name is Coach Corey. Together we'll do it better, and I'm here to help you guys on your journey with the launch sequence, right? So over the course of the next 30 to 45 days, probably, I'm going to be in here doing these trainings for you guys to help you establish yourselves as the experts, how to grow your brand, all that good stuff, build up your following, and then ultimately pitch a product or service to your following that you can make some pretty decent money with, right? This is something that I've done in the past several times before, and I was able to generate $4,000 in a 24-hour period doing the same process that I'm going to be taking you guys through like I said, over the course of the next 30 to 45 days. So just bear with me. Make sure that you guys keep coming back and check out. And again, you guys have to do the work. I can't do the work for you. I will try to give you all the information that I can as far as how everything works, and then it's up to you to go out there and make it happen, right? So in today's video, we're going to be deep diving into your profile, right? So it doesn't matter what social media platform you're on, your profile is always going to be one of the most important keys to your success, right? Because it gets people to know kind of who you are and what you do, and then you can also lead them to where you want them to go, right? So a lot of people call this like your profile funnel. It works very well. And a couple of things real quick. There are people out there that say, well, you can't use your personal profile as a business thing, and I'm going to show you guys that this isn't setting up for business necessarily. We're just going to be funneling people to different things. So it's not going to be set up like it's a business page. It's going to be set up as a personal page, but just a way to get your followers to kind of take action and follow you to wherever it is that you want to go. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hop off the screen real quick, and then we will get down to it. So here we are at my personal profile, right? And we're just going to go over a few of the different sections. First of all, the cover image, right? This is going to be one of the most important things that you guys need to focus on. And you want to make sure that you make sure that your image is going to be mobile optimized. 80% of people that go on Facebook are on mobile, so you want to make sure it's mobile optimized. And what I mean by that is, like, here on a desktop, like, you can read everything here nice and fine. And sometimes when you're looking at your desktop, it'll be the same to where you can read all the words and you can see the learn more button and everything works great. But then sometimes when you go into mobile, it's actually gonna get hidden by this profile picture, right? Your actual profile picture. But I just want to go over really quickly the importance of this, right? So inside of your cover photo, you should have something about like how you help people, or whatever it is that your niche is about, like how you're kind of like the expert into it. And then you want to create like this little fake learn more button or a click here button, depending on what you're wanting them to do. And I'm going to go over that here in just a second. So basically what I'm getting at, and I'll go into more detail why this is important later, but it's important that you have this set up first before you get going. So just make sure, like, whatever your niche is going to be about, or if you already have a Facebook group, like whatever your Facebook group is about, you're going to put that up in here. If you don't have a Facebook group, don't worry about it. You don't need one, for this process that we'll be going over. But right now, the most important thing is that you're going to have something in your cover image that's going to tell people basically who you are or what you do and entice them to click on the picture, right? So right now mine says 7-figure funnel strategist harnessing the power of 6-figure launches, and that's because I work for Melissa here at Funnel Boss Academy. And then the click or the learn more button, if you click on it, it doesn't actually take you anywhere, right? It just opens up the photo. But the most important thing is over here on the side is you're gonna see I take people to where you can get registered for Melissa's challenge, right? So ultimately, I'm just trying to get people to click on this photo by having this fake button here, the learn more button, and then when they pull it up, they're gonna see over here the actual description of what I'm trying to do, right? So in your case, it might be something geared towards your industry or your niche, or ultimately like your Facebook group, right? So a lot of people, if you already have a Facebook group, you're gonna say something about your Facebook group. If mine was a Facebook group, it'd be learn how to learn how to grow a 7-figure business with 6-figure launches. Join my free group. Click here, right? And then this would just say click here to join my free group on how to grow a 7-figure business using 6-figure challenges, right? But ultimately, that's all we're trying to do, right? Get people to click on the photo and then come over here, and then you're gonna put your link inside of here. Now, if you're having a Facebook group or you're taking them to a Facebook group, it'll probably work a little bit more powerful when it comes to Facebook because of the algorithm, right? Like, Facebook does not like links outside of Facebook. So having a link to your Facebook group here would be more powerful than just having like a website. So just keep that in mind. But you really don't even need that. You can also put, if you have some kind of free giveaway, like a PDF or ebook or something like that, you can always put that here. Like, click here to get my free ebook, or click here to get my free report, or whatever that might be. But ultimately, at the end of the day, that's all we're trying to do, right? We're trying to have a photo here that entices people to click here to learn more, or click here to get my free ebook, or click here to join my free group, whatever it might be. And that's all it is to it. Below that, you're going to see your bio. This is what's called your bio, right? So again, here you want to make sure that it's clear and to the point of who you help and how you help them. Mine says I help online entrepreneurs launch to 7 figures with 6-figure challenges, because again, I work with Melissa Ricker and her business, so that is where I'm trying to lead people. But if you wanted to do this for your own, just create in a statement where it says I help blank do blank with or without blank in blank amount of time, right? Like that's usually the best way to set it up. Just remember that you only have a certain amount of characters here in the bio, so kind of try to keep it short and sweet. But basically, it's just I help something do something in something amount of time, or I help something do something with or without the pain or whatever in a certain amount of time. That usually works the best. When I was a Facebook group growth strategist or whatever you want to call it, expert, mine said I help. I show you how to grow a Facebook group to 1,000 members in 90 days or less. That was my little tagline here, right? So just come up with something like that. That's going to be for you in your niche, in your industry. Down below that, the last part that we need to focus on our profiles is going to be our featured image. So again, that's here on desktop. I don't know if they really show up on mobile anymore because Facebook keeps changing things around. But at least here on desktop, you'll see you can actually have a featured image. And you're going to do the same thing here. You're just going to make it look like a little ad. Typically, I would say make this kind of match what your cover photo looks like. That way, it'll show up and it'll seem kind of like an ad almost. However, sometimes when you switch it up, it actually looks more like an ad if it doesn't match your profile cover. But nonetheless, you just need to make sure that you have a featured image here. So typically what happens is you'll see, like if you click on it, we're doing the same thing over here in the description. We are putting we're putting the same thing that we talked about before, right? Just a place for them to click go. But ultimately, when you have a featured image, you can actually have multiples. So like most of the time there's 9 images that are inside of the featured image, right? So if I do that, let me click save real quick, and I'll show you real quick. So this is what your featured image typically looks like. It's like the group of 9, but all we have to do is click on edit featured, and then just delete all the ones that we don't want to show up. Just like that. Click save, and then we have just one image, right? Now, if you guys don't have your own images yet, all you have to do is you can design them yourself. Let me I'm gonna hop back on the screen real quick just so I can see you guys. So that's it, right? That's the profile funnel. All you're trying to do is make sure that when people are looking at your profile, they're gonna see your cover photo saying what it is that you do and how you help people. Just a little bit of information to intrigue them to click on the fake button in order to go into that description and then see what where they can go, whether it's your Facebook group or a website or whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Same thing with the featured image. You're doing the same thing there. I put like the little arrows up saying click above, because inside of that area you can see there's a website there, so you can actually put your website on Facebook profile. That way they can click on it there. But if you don't know how to do it, guys, there's a few different ways. One, you can do it yourself for free. Go to Canva. Let me go ahead and hop back off here real quick. You can go to canva.com, right here, canva.com, if you haven't used it before, and then you can basically just like search for Facebook and then Facebook cover, and then it's just going to pull up a whole bunch of different things. Now the problem with doing it yourself, guys, is that you have all these different things that you can choose from, whatever, but you got to make sure that it's going to actually be optimized for mobile. So you want to make sure that the words are readable on mobile more so than desktop. And I can't give you guys that much information as far as like how to customize everything or whatever. All I know is you can go to Canva, create your own, and then try to put it into Facebook and then see what happens, right? Because sometimes it comes up and it works great, sometimes it doesn't. So you just got to keep kind of testing back and forth. So that's one way of doing it if you guys want to do it yourself. Or you can go to Fiverr.com. It's probably the easiest way to go. Just go to Fiverr.com and then same thing. Just look up Facebook cover, and then just make sure that when you find somebody to purchase from, that they are going to be able to make sure that it's mobile optimized. You're going to give them the wording that you want to go inside of your cover. But you can see here, you can get, there's all kinds of them that are super cheap. Even $50 is like super cheap when you think about it, right? Because at the end of the day, the way that I look at this is, I look at it like this, right? If you think your time is worth $50 an hour, right? And it's going to take you more than an hour, or if it's going to take you even up to an hour to get your design created, then it is easier and cheaper actually to just go and hire somebody on Fiverr, right, to do it. Now, the person on Fiverr might take a couple days to get it done, right? So there's that. But you can focus on your business itself and not have to worry about the design thing, is all I'm saying. So when it comes down to it, I usually just hire somebody, whether it's on Fiverr. I have a personal graphics designer now that I use, but I started with Fiverr. I started with Canva myself, right? And it came out kind of ugly looking or whatever, but it still got the job done, I guess. And then from there, I kind of went up to hiring people from Fiverr, and they did a great job. And then I started just having an actual graphics designer that does my stuff for me. Now, each step along the way, it gets more expensive, but it gets more professional, right? It's the way that I look at it. So just remember that. But that's it. That's it for today. Just go and get your cover image created. Get your featured image created, right? And then come up with that little bio, that one line bio. And if you guys already have that done, then you're good to go. We'll just come back and start getting into like how to start building up a brand and all that stuff. But that is definitely the most important thing that you guys need to focus on right now. So get that done, and we will see you guys in the next video.